Welcome back to Bethany Real Estate. This is Sean Yu from Bethany, Oregon. In today's video, we're going to look at the housing market, see what's happening in Westview High School neighborhoods. We're going to look at what kind of homes are currently available from the lowest price up to highest price home. And I'll give you a summary of that and give you some insights of what I see as a real estate agent. There's some things I can share. We're going to look at the interest rate, the realtor's lockbox access in the Portland Metro, Alto's report that show you some different metrics, quickly look at the Redfin data to give you good well-rounded information about the real estate market in Westview High School District. So let's look at what's available first. The lowest single-family home that is available is $425,000, and it's a 4-bedroom and 2-bath, 1,400 square feet. Almost the same price in the Sunset High School District. It had, I think, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and about 800 square foot home was available. And this one is a pretty good deal, it looks like. And you're going to see 1,100. And then it jumps to about high fours at three and three. When they say 3 baths, by the way, it's typically 2.5, 2 full baths and 1 half bath, 1,500 square feet. And then it jumps to kind of low fives. And then Rock Creek 1 level, 543 to 1,500. And Bethany Crossing, see 3, 2.5, and about 1,700 square feet. It's kind of going closer to mid-high 500. There's a new listing, $585,000 for 2, 1,764. Hillsboro 585, and then it's kind of getting closer to the 2,000 square feet range. At about high fives, it looks like. About 600, 600, and then there's a $600,000 home, 2,200 square feet, 4, 2.5. So one thing that I want to point out here is that, a lot of these homes have been on the market for more than 60 days. You're going to notice that quite a bit. And obviously there are homes that are selling in the first 2 to 3 weeks. And then some of these homes that have been sitting on the market for 2 to 3 months. So, some homes will take some more time to sell. But in this case, they may have lost the initial sort of the brand new listing, the momentum. And they may need an adjustment if they're still getting showings, but if they're not getting showings, it could be one of those times to maybe consider price reduction or something. But market has been very different. Until about 2022, typically houses sell within first month, but now we see homes selling minimum a month and a half or 2. And 1 month on the market doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do the price adjustment. I think it's all depending on how many people are coming to see your listing or not. And see, about now we're kind of going to low 600 range, 3, ranging from about 1,600 square feet to about 2,200 square feet ish. You can kind of see that kind of heading over to mid 600, about 1,800 square feet to about 24. I'm thinking in that range. There's some newer homes, 17, 18. Yep, split there. I see 650 range. Heading over to higher 6. This is Hosford Farms Terrace. So this is brand new home, it looks like. Hosford Farms. Is that in that neighborhood? Oh yeah, that is. It's in north of the Rock Creek neighborhood. I might have seen this house actually. It's a corner lot. You can actually see the bridge in the back. I think that's the house. Yeah, these brand new homes, I mean, they make it really nicely nowadays, you know? Right. So right next to the Sato Elementary School, you can actually, you know, this neighborhood, you can actually walk to the school. That community is built to accommodate that. There's like walking path in the back. There's nice green space right there. Yeah, there's still more homes are available now. They're still building in this neighborhood, by the way. Let's see, and then let's go to the next page. I'll go a little bit faster so that we can cover in short amount of time. So now we're heading into about $700,000 range, 2,100 square feet, 1,900 square feet, for 2.5 low sevens, about 24, 2,500 square feet. Bethany, 4, 2.5, 23 at 725 there. You can see the price change on this one, 5 bed and 3.5 bath, 3,000 square feet. Wow. I wonder where that is. Springville Elementary School neighborhood, so near Rock Creek, I'm thinking. Oh, Abbey Creek Park, yeah. So yeah, so up there. Yeah, you get a lot of house for that price. If you have a lot of kids, I mean, this is great home. About 3,000 square feet, 5 bedroom, 3.5 baths. That's a good deal. There it looks like low sevens. Now we're heading into still like, yeah, one level. One thing is that one level homes, they do well in price per square foot. They're typically higher in price. On the flip side, if you see 3 level homes, they're on the opposite spectrum. You know, they don't perform that well in price per square foot like that one. I might have seen that one. So yeah, this is one of their brand new homes. There's like an office in the back, and when you walk in, but to access kitchen, living room, and backyard, in many cases you have to go upstairs, and the land is sloped, so the backyard is on the second level. So it's like front day rent style, I suppose, but the inside is really nice actually. Let's see, and then here's some more new homes. Hosford Farms. I don't mean to click them, but it keeps clicking because I'm. Anyways, so right now I believe the brand new home builders are offering crazy incentives. As latest couple weeks ago, I think I saw like 4% interest rate for the first year, and then permanent fixed at like 5%. So that's gonna cost the builder close to, I'm thinking $30,000 to $40,000 to do the rate buy down like that. And they're giving a lot of incentives, that's for sure. And in fact, the price went down a lot since I checked the neighborhood last time when I was working with the buyer. Yeah, if you have any questions about buying brand new homes too, let me know. It does need, when you buy a brand new home, you still need an agent to get the right deal at the right price and get everything that you can get out of, you know, home builders. So the most likely the agent that you see at the model house, they're representing the sellers, you know. So you need your own representation, in my opinion. Let's see. Now we're heading into about $800,000 range. You know, 2,600, 3,000, 24. Another brand new one. So what's really challenging for this neighborhood sellers is that if you're selling like a resale home, not a brand new home, it's really hard to compete against the brand new home builders incentives. And so that pretty much dictates the price range of the resale homes that are directly competing against these brand new homes. And that's one of the challenges if you're kind of close to it. I mean, obviously, the brand new homes, you're going to get brand new homes with a smaller lot. Homes are more closer to each other. On the other hand, the resale homes, they tend to have close to 30% more or 40% more lot size. The house is a little bit older, but it could be in a better neighborhood, whatnot. So there's a lot of going into it, but buyers still love brand new homes, guys. One other thing is the HOA fees on brand new homes are kind of getting high up there. Me personally, I don't know if I would be a big fan of that. So yeah, we'll look at the last page just to kind of see what's the highest one. So you see a lot of like $800,000 to $900,000. Some brand new homes, resale homes getting close to about 3,000 square feet. There's a lot of brand new homes, surprisingly. And there's some custom looking homes, 6 beds, like 4 bath, almost 4,000 square feet home there. Nice. There's a new listing, Claremont. Claremont is, you might know, it's a 55 plus neighborhood, so it's a completely different real estate there. Some brand new homes there. North Bethany. That one has a 6 bedroom and 4 baths in Hosford Farms. Interesting. 1.34 price change. Let's take a quick look. Price change from 1.36 to 1.34. So $20,000. Okay. And interestingly, property tax has been assigned, which means that it may have been on the market for a while, I'm thinking. That's the other thing. When you buy a brand new home, a lot of times property taxes have not been assessed yet. So you see like a much lower payment, but don't get shocked when it gets assessed. Sorry about the noise. And so right now in Westview High School, the highest one is 1.4. This house right there. And let's look at the summary of the neighborhood. So right now there's 100 active listings, 22 pending, and 25 sold. Active listing price per square foot is $317 per square foot. Pending is higher, which is interesting, $324 per square foot. Sold is even higher. That you don't see that often, guys. Sold is even higher than the active. That means what? Market is softening more. So to give you an understanding, so these pending listings, they're going to be there for about a month now. So I believe I pulled 1 month. Yes. So 1 month ago or 3 weeks ago, they sold at this price. But the active is this. The sold is higher than the pending, and the active means the market is declining more than other markets. That's what I see. And it takes about 52 days to get an offer. So this is the important one. Sold price percentage per original list price, 94.38%. And that's kind of typical that I see right now. 1 or 2 price adjustments from the day first, and then when you get an offer slightly lower than the list price, and then you do some like repair negotiation, and you may have give some incentives. Nowadays, the offers include the buyer's agent's commission. So when you combine those things, sometimes it can go like that, like 5 or 6%. I think that's what I see in all the Portland metro market that I see right now. It's about 5% lower than the original list price. So that kind of gives you an idea of the seller's expectation in the beginning stage of the listing. The same thing with the realtor's expectation too when you are actually listing, right? So that's what's happening. Looking at the overall number, so it's about 4 month inventory. What I mean by that is that when there's no brand new listing coming into the market, it takes about 1 month. Oh no, it takes about 1 month to sell 22 listing or 25 listing. So it will take about 4 months to sell 100 listing, right? So that's what it means. And yeah, the market is actually softer than other areas in the Portland metro that I've been tracking. Westview isn't doing as well right now for some reason. Yeah, let's go over to the interest rate. Right now, 6%. So this is the lowest since about a month ago. It dropped to 6% and it's kind of staying here, which has been really big help. Because it was 6.5 for the last about 2 to 3 months or so. Before that, it was closer to 7%. And so the monthly savings have really improved quite a bit. That's the main reason why buyers are coming out right now. And you might see that on the lockbox access. Do you see right there? So I don't know if you can see, but so this is last week, right? So that's about 20,000 per week, which is slightly higher than the last time, like September, October of last year. So last time of this year, I mean, this part of the last year, I guess my brain is fried. And so yeah, so that pretty much shows there's more activity than last year about this time. And main reason is that because of the interest rate is getting better. And let's look at Alto's report. So I'm gonna just show you the 97229 because the Alto's report don't break down by the schools. But this is like 1 week old data, so it's most up to date, which is same as this one. The MLS is like pretty much instantaneous. What I show you here is the market of right now. Because as soon as sold listings gets updated or pending, it shows right here. So the MLS is the fastest, the Altos report is the second, and then probably Redfin is they report every month, so that's kind of slow. And my website updates every 15 minutes ish, so you're going to see pretty much everything that as soon as it hits the market. I don't know what I did there, but here's Alto's report. One thing I want to show you here is the price per square foot since July of this month, I mean this year, from about $312 per square foot to about $305 per square foot. So there's two things going on. Market is softening a little bit, and it's a real estate seasonality, which means the fall and winter time we're going to have a little bit of softer market. Price comes down a little bit because the demand is shrinking, the buyer pool is shrinking. And because we're in, Bethany is such a school driven market, a lot of buyers buy before the school, the fall school starts. And average days on the market has been gradually increasing to just like the Sunset High School neighborhood. Same thing with the median days on the market. So this is basically all the indicators of a slightly declining market, or like kind of like neutral market too. But because we're coming from more of a seller's market, this number doesn't look as nice right now. But it's kind of going back to the norm, in my opinion. Price decreased about 48%, meaning 1 out of every 2 listings they tend to do the price cut before they get some actions. Realistic 5% inventory, same thing with the seasonality thing, kind of going down a little bit, about 290 listings to about 250 listings now. Median rent also is going down, and it went down about 10%, it looks like. it's not a huge drop, but if I see like 20%, that would be the first warning sign the market is actually crashing faster than people's anticipation, like people like me. But when I see the fall and winter rent market going down like 10%, that doesn't surprise me that much. And price per square foot, it's kind of like doing this, earthworm thing, It's kind of goes sideways. It doesn't go too high, too down. When you see the mainstream news media, they say the market is doing this, but it's not. It's just doing the earthworm going sideways, like this. Yep. So going back to one last thing that I'll show you is the Redfin data. So median sale price per square foot is that one that I track pretty closely. It kind of starts to go up a little bit. So let's see. If you look at, let's say, August of this year, it was year over year negative 2.29%, which was actually worse than 2022, which is sort of like green, blue, greenish, turquoise. But now it's actually doing better. It's a surpassed better than 2022 level at least, but it's still lower than 2023 and 2024. Compared to 2024, 1.73% lower than 2024. That's what it means. But you can kind of see the effect of right there, kind of tipping up like this. That's a direct effect of the interest rate improving, which means the home affordability is improving right there. That's a great sign, actually. Average sell to list ratio, as we saw on the other report, average sell to ratio, 90. Here it says 98.4%. So, I mean, this is including all the Southeast as well. Now, Southeast market is actually doing better than West. For some reason, they think the South is better, especially when you first move in. I like West better. I'm more of a West Portland guy. But yeah, that's what it means. Let's see. The other thing I want to show you is the probably the homes for sale, homes sold. Let's look at homes sold. That doesn't say a lot. I mean, it's kind of doing the 2023 and 2024 thing. Nothing new there, but much less than 2022. But if you look at, let's say 2018, it will be somewhere here. So, historically speaking, we're still having very low transaction numbers. That's what you should know. So that's all I have for today's video. If you have any questions about Portland, Oregon market, especially Westview High School, as you can see, I mean, I track the neighborhood, the market data, the marketability, the inventory, the market trend, whatever, very closely. So feel free to give me a call if you live in this neighborhood and thinking about maybe selling this year or maybe next year. 503-515-4499. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.